Welcome everyone to Price Action Live at Traders Pulse for October 8th, 2025. I'm one of your traders, Tom Hartman, alongside Mike, back from the brink, Christensen, co-founder and CSO of Traders Pulse. Up to 4 days a week at Price Action Live, we trade in front of you using the advanced trade execution engine known as Traders Pulse, the epic software that upgrades your trading. Whether trading stocks, futures, options, or crypto, Traders Pulse has got you covered, and today we're trading prop firm accounts, focusing on the Nasdaq today. Are you looking at any other assets today to jump into, Mike?
No, I've got this automated strategy for gold. I'm just keeping an eye on. It's not taking any trades at the moment. These last couple of trading days have been okay. It looks like on September 30th, it picked up 300 in profit. On October 6th, it did 167. Yesterday, it looks like it was break even. So I'm just kind of letting this one go to see how the performance plays out in gold, because gold's obviously been on a very bullish tear. It's very much trending, and this is a trend following strategy. So just looking at the results of the back test here, I'm seeing that it's had 13 days, 10 trades, 70% profitability, and a profit factor of 8, which is fantastic. But I'm going to let this one run a little bit longer. I had it running with my trades on the same accounts, but I think this is best to run on its own account rather than trying to layer NQ trades on top of it.
Right.
It becomes a problem of max contracts, and also just making it difficult to track my P&L correctly and also manage my loss for the day correctly. So I might move this into its own prop firm account if the performance continues to look good.
Nice. All right, give me 1 second. Close these windows. Now, the drop yesterday, that if you guys watched Price Action Live yesterday, we were looking for a drop like this. This is pretty amazing. What was that? From peak to trough, that was 1.15%, which is pretty meaty. We had a short bias like all day long, and then we weren't able to capitalize on it when it actually happened, which is, to me, it's like, who was it? You were doing we were doing Price Action Live with, shoot, I forget his name. No, sorry, it was Farmer John.
Yeah.
And he says,
Futures farming.
Yeah, he says, knowing where the price is going to go is the easy part. Being there and risk managing it and the whole thing, that's the hard part. I was like, oh yeah, absolutely, that's fair enough.
It's true. It finally showed up. We've been waiting for it for a while now. And what's funny is that we kept posting higher highs, higher high on the 15-minute chart, higher high, another higher high. And it was happening mostly in the overnight session. You'd wake up and the Nasdaq's hit an all-time high again. Oh, it's going to hit another all-time high. All right, well, at some point here, we got to have some kind of correction, right? And it finally hit. But what's funny is you and I were trading with Mustang Trader yesterday, our friend Nick, and Nick's a power user of Traders Post as well. We put a couple of trades on at the start of the session, and we were like, oh, great, it's just going to be another choppy day. It's going to just bounce around VWAP. All right, let's jump on. We'll do an interview with Nick and teach you guys about his background and how he's done incredibly well in prop firm accounts here in 2025, made over $600,000 in payouts. I'm super excited about this interview. So I'm on the interview. We're going through the whole thing, and the market's just selling off the whole time I'm in there. And at the end of the interview, I go, so Nick, that sell-off we were waiting for? He goes, yeah. I go, yeah, it happened the whole time we were on here. And I remember you interjected. You were like, don't tell him. Don't look at the charts. This is the one we've been waiting for, and we missed it. I hate that.
Pat, hey, thank you for being our first time here.
Yep, thanks for joining us.
So the levels I'm looking for a rise up in the morning to around 134 on the Nasdaq, and
right,
then
VWAP then, huh?
Exactly. And when the weekly VWAP coincides with an unmitigated level, multiple unmitigated levels, I go, okay, there's an attraction there, and then I think we fall down to 935 or even 854. So that would be my bias. So I'm looking to get into a short. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting to see if how high I can get the price gets here, and get a short on that in order to write it down for the rest of the day. Because had I done that yesterday, like I wanted to, on this candle up here, just I wanted to short there and just hold it. I just got, worried about the wicks that came afterwards. I could have just held that short all day long.
Yep. Yeah, and we haven't quite hit a pullback that I can be impressed by yet. I use this slope filter as a way to determine trend change. And right now, usually what has to happen is the slope filter value has to go below -15 in order to indicate that we've moved into a downtrend. But on NQ, every time that happens, the bulls step back in again. So I'm really wondering at this point if we're going to see a real trend change that could pull back for a little while. Some part of that, of course, motivated by the potential change in employment conditions, which could, of course, signal the signs of maybe a little mini recession. We're going to have to see how economic data comes out over the next several weeks, several months, really. There's still three more rate cuts that are anticipated in the next 3 meetings by 25 basis points. Probabilities are pretty high on it, but we're in pretty frothy territory. I would call this the sugar rush of this trend here, where it's starting to feel a little crazy. It's a little overextended. We're definitely at the high end of the daily overbought territory. So if we go any higher from here, I'd be pretty surprised. We might have already touched the top here at 25.2. Don't want to call it out too soon. Obviously, markets can remain irrational longer than I can ever anticipate. So we'll see where it goes. But I am expecting a healthy correction at some point.
All right. So we have to move up.
The open. Yeah. Yep. Nice and bullish. Look at that.
All right, so I'm going to attempt yes, I will attempt a short at 25.133. The question is, do I prepare it as a limit order or wait for candle close? Let's wait for candle closes.
Yeah, we'll wait for candle close. It looks like it's heading for that weekly VWAP. In order to keep me from being impulsive, I'm going to go grab a water real quick.
the old water trick. All right, guys, we are using Traders Post here in order to connect our prop firm accounts together. It's just one of the many features of Traders Post where we're able to take a signal from a source like TradingView, although it can come from anywhere, and we can route that through our application and then connect all those signals using the alert system in TradingView. So under the notification, we could have a webhook URL, and then we send our signals there. One of the benefits of doing it that way is that we don't have to have 5-10 tabs open at the same time in order to have the same signal that connects to the different accounts. We can just go ahead and subscribe. We can subscribe each broker to our strategy. We have all kinds of different brokers available, all kinds of different prop firms, crypto exchanges. The list just keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can get you can just focus on your trading as opposed to managing positions across multiple different accounts.
Man, look at that bullish run.
But this is expected. Right now we're up to weekly VWAP.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm opening up my short here. This is where I want it to be. This is will it work or not work?
Well, let's see how reliable TradingView is right now. Make sure that the alerts are setting up properly. Oh, definitely some congestion. Hey, Jarmo, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, nice to have you here. Remember, if you guys are in any trades, we'd like to know that too. I'm not above taking advice from the chat. Please, guys. Please help me. All right. Move my break even to profit. Oh, come on. You didn't really trigger already. I'd be very happy if I hold my short here and it goes all the way down to 936. That'd be beautiful.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on a couple candles here. Oh my god, this is driving me crazy. I keep getting this pop-up to save my password every time I move something on the chart, and it's driving me nuts. I just want to disable this guy for a sec. All right, go away. Thank you. Okay, look at that wick right on the weekly view app.
Yep. That's what I like to see.
Did you get into a short?
Yeah, I'm in a short here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that that pullback to VWAP, session VWAP.
Nervous as far as if you wanted to go long?
Nervous about the bears, or excuse me, the bull stepping in against me, but I think
I see.
I think I'll go ahead and take it here. Shoot. Trading views delays, man.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. All right, so we're shooting for 10 points, 20-point stop. I like ATR where it's at right now. A little concerned about a potential bounce here right off of VWAP, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. My break-even's in profit. Let's please don't touch it. Damn it! And it bounced back up. Come on. Now I got to get back into my short.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about right there.
Yeah.
So this is an example of a trade immediately turning against me. Don't have a ton of control over that. And I'm going to try to stick with the one loss rule here. So if I take another trade after this, it's got to move into profit right away, or I have to get out right away, which makes it really tough to trade. Hey, look at that. Conveniently turning back my direction. Let me get ready to actually pull out of here if it doesn't move down.
Let's see. Your stop is at the recent candle high?
Stop automatically sets to 20 points from the entry. So it's at 132 at the moment, and it didn't trigger.
It bounced right off a 50-minute VWAP. All right, let's see. That, by the way, is why I like just setting my order right at the weekly VWAP, just to get that pullback there, because it often pulls back to the 15-minute VWAP afterwards.
Right. Still feels like there's a chance that we might not be able to head beyond the weekly VWAP. It looks like sellers keep trying to step in there right at 127 pretty aggressively, which is good, but potentially good for my trade. But if the bulls want it, they're going to take it here. It's going to bounce pretty hard.
Well, you said there's a fib level at 163, right?
Yes. So we could definitely continue to head there, and that would be the second place I would try to place a short if it's going to really rally from here.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Another thing I've been internalizing is this both Futures Farming and Nick said this, Mustang Trader. They trade the 5-minute. They only look at the 1 minute as far as just to see what price action is doing, but they're really off the 50 minutes, the higher time frame, and the 5 minutes what they trade.
Yeah.
And I should do that more.
Yeah, it feels like they're really just trying to gather the larger time frame signal, but then they might manage the trade on the 1 minute or 2 minute chart.
Right.
Dang, I'm like right on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes. Okay, unfortunately, that was the one loss here so far. So I'm going to try to keep it pretty tight.
So the idea is to wait for 163, 165.
Yeah, it looks like it's obviously going to bounce. So I'll wait another 5 minutes here, wait to see where the next 15-minute candle opens. Definitely didn't get the pullback I was hoping for.
I'm also trying the RSI divergence strategy. And so what do I need here? No, there's no setup for that just yet. I would basically need the price to go to a new all-time high for the RSI divergence strategy to work here. Which we can get. What's gold doing?
That's a good question.
Dollar still moved up. I mean, I don't like when the dollar moves up. Please, dollar, stop moving up. DX futures are at 98.51, which is high. We're above the range we've been setting for the last couple of weeks now. Oil bounced back up. Gold's having a little bit back to 4,057. S&P is heavy. Shorts are incoming. Bitcoin's falling. Yeah, I'm looking for shorts.
Yeah, it's looking like we found a little bit of resistance there at 153-ish. But we're above VWAP now, so we could certainly continue to rally to even 240. We're almost to that 0618 level I mentioned. In fact, we barely wicked below it. It's at 163, and we just touched 153.50.
I want to short. And so I will.
We'll give it a minute here, for me anyway. You're gonna jump in here at 129.
I like doing it. Well, we're right below the weekly VWAP, so I like that there. That's why I entered in before.
Yeah.
There's always a chance that this candle pull up to 150, which is that, what do they call that? Liquidity sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Just the thing that gets you out of the short before it actually runs your way. Plus, we have 2 minutes and 41 seconds before the close of the 15-minute candle.
Yep.
And so stories can really change then. Plus, I'm a button pusher, so I'm going to push that button.
Yeah, look at that wick right off of session VWAP. I want to see how this candle closes at least. I'd like to get closer to the end of this 15-minute candle.
Right. Yesterday, that orb strategy was a rough one with all those candles.
Yep.
It was hard to determine. I'm not sure I really get the orb strategy, or maybe when it works fantastically. Maybe it's one of those things.
Well, I think waiting the 15 is what helps. So right now, if this is our range here, then we really can't take a trade until we push below 74 or above 153. You really got to establish the initial opening range. All right.
Okay.
Sellers are continuing the trend here. How's your short going?
Get below. It's in profit, but it's got to get beyond 121 here for it to really matter to me. Because we're bouncing right now on the 50-minute VWAP, and the candle's about to close. Whenever the candle closes for the 15-minute with the price right at the 15-minute VWAP, it can go anywhere. Squarely.
Agreed. Let's see if it's going to push here from session VWAP. I'm going to give it the minute left. One more candle.
There was a bullish divergence on the 1 minute and 5 minute, but I haven't backtested it on those to see if those time frames work.
I like that candle there.
Yeah, it's beginning to go. The question is, do we get a bounce up back to VWAP, weekly VWAP, just to test one more time? Maybe not. Okay.
Look at 40.49.
22 seconds for the close of the 15-minute candle. There's some downward pressure, but who knows?
Goodness, TradingView.
And it's bouncing. Don't be distracted, Tom, by the 1-minute candle. Don't be distracted.
Right up to Weekly View app again.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely a bullish move here, unfortunately.
All right. Well, if this fails, my last attempt is at 163, 165.
Well, I sure know how to pick the losers.
Not just do the opposite.
That's what everybody says, right? Just do the opposite of it. It doesn't work that way.
I mean, so far, I'm fairly confident in the short, but just because I'm not seeing a huge amount of momentum to the top side, but
yeah, it's gonna be one of those days where the short happens after we've gotten out of these trades already. I'm done. Yeah, so unfortunately, that's another down day for me. It has been a rough couple of weeks, and I feel like I'm trying pretty hard to follow the rules properly, get the right setup, trade the right size, and yet just every trade just turns against me. I guess I'll keep refining my rules, but man,
you have to let go of the opening. And
I don't know. I mean, again, the data was showing me that the opening first few candles were my most profitable window, but I can't catch them all. You're going to have losing streaks from time to time.
Right.
So this is going to be interesting. We're going to have another attempt at a rally, and we'll see if we can break out of this. There's a part of me that thinks I'm just on the wrong side of the trend here as well. I don't think I should have the short bias. If the bulls want it, they're going to take it, and we could still rally towards 233.
Right.
I mean, they're pushing. This is a hard market to short.
Yeah, and the last time we bounced off of what was on your daily or 2 hour, last time we bounced off of this green area.
Yep.
It rallied to a new all-time high.
Yeah, exactly. I was reading this thing today that Paul Tudor Jones is saying you need to compare this market to October of 1999,
right,
which, if you remember, was the most irrational bull market we've seen in a while. Right. So if we can actually pull up, let's see if we can pull that chart up. So we'll go back to, we can't get 1999 on NQ, but we can pull up the SPX index, which will give us the S&P on we'll go the weekly chart. Hey, stop. And if we go to a log chart, we'll pull back to 1999. Crazy is that? 01. Okay. That's as far back as the index goes, actually. Pretty interesting. So right about October, it looks like there was already some continued bullish range for another. Let's see, we'll come back here to October. This continued another 11,000 points until it hit the top.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, I'm on the weekly chart. My bad. Let's go to October. Let's try that again. Okay, daily chart. So we continued well into he's seen it as a bull market for a while then, all the way through 08.
There's no reason not to believe that there's going to be money's going to be pumped into the markets. I mean, there are no players here, no major players.
Oh, okay. Maybe this is what he's referring to then. This is the last part here. If we go, So he's looking at the beginning of what became a 40% pullback in the market then.
I see.
That's what he's thinking. I went way too far forward.
Wasn't he talking about just the other day about was it Paul Tudor Jones talking about? No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. Because they were going full degen. They were like, grab the Bitcoins, grab the degen ETFs, just go crazy. It's GameStop season.
He's saying that today's environment could be so much more potentially explosive. And he said, it feels exactly like 1999, implying that the market was acting like the famous Prince song in the lyrics "Party Like It's 1999." He urged investors to position themselves like it's October of 1999, when the NASDAQ doubled in a matter of months before collapsing, a pattern Jones sees as increasingly plausible today. The difference is that this could be even worse than the dot-com bust, he said. Something to keep an eye on. My man Paul knows his stuff.
Right. Well, the latest, I think it's, I'm looking for March of next year as top for markets.
Got it.
I'm in another short here.
Okay.
I got in at the level I wanted.
Yeah, it looks like it tried to break out of the range and started to pull back almost right away.
Okay, having my daughter born last night was fun, but trading feels... I'm going to go with just as good. I was going to say better, but it feels just as good. Oh no, and Tom gets stopped out. All right.
So we had, just to put it into perspective here, we had a couple of attempts at shorts and the market just keeps rallying. So hopefully you guys were on the other side of these trades, going long here while we continue to anticipate that sellers are going to step in at some point. But I guess we'll try again tomorrow, Tom.
That's right. I'll try one more time if we get to 33 or what is it, 233? But yeah. After that, yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, this is great. Prop firms have really opened up a whole new world of threading the needle. It feels like I just jumped into a whole brand new game. Someone says, hey, sit down and play D&D. I never played D&D before. So this is, thank you for being on the journey here with us. And when we make those big payouts, it'll be a rags to riches. It'll be going through the fire into heaven. I look forward to it. But we'll be back here tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with even more trading with the best advanced trade execution platform on the planet, Traders Post. If you guys are interested in getting a subscription, go ahead. You can do your 7-day free trial. If you want, you can use the coupon code at the bottom of the screen, PropScaling20, in order to get 20% off your monthly or yearly subscriptions. And yes, even if you are a subscriber already, you can use the coupon code in order to get add-ons at that discount. But until then, until tomorrow, until the next button press, we wish you happy trading.
Cheers, everyone.